here we have the current stock market update for SoFi Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So with this video, we're just going to sort of take stock of how the stock performed into the end of the week, try to get some assessments here about how, what this weekly close actually looks like, and try to make some projections about some important price levels here going forward. So as we can see here, the share price did manage to bounce off of the prior support level that we have been watching for this stock. What we're looking at here is the 4-hour time frame. And as we can see here, what we've been watching relatively, recently and closely has been this support zone right around $7.60. This is a 50% retracement level, as well as a region where some important moving averages have been resting. And as we can see here, if we sort of drill in here a bit, we can see that this area is now a double bottom support zone that should be fairly strong support here going forward. So this is right as we speak. This is a major level now to the downside. If share prices were to start to turn lower, this would be an important area to watch because if we did ultimately see a break below there, that would then we would then expect to see losses start to accelerate. It doesn't necessarily mean that that is the projection here, but this is an important level to be watching now to the downside. If you're long this stock, which I don't really know why anybody would be, because it's a boring meme stock, as I have said previously. But if you are long this stock, what we're looking at here is a bit of a strong price close into the end of the week, but it really depends on what your perspective is, like how you're viewing this stock. Because if we look at the overall price gains here and what has actually happened, I mean, I understand that this might be this price move here might look terrific to some people. I mean, if you're showing more gains in your trading account, of course that looks good. But what are we really looking at here? I mean, this is a bounce off of $7.60, move into roughly $8.40. So what does that actually mean here? And we can actually get rid of this 810 area. We have broken through that resistance level. But if we're looking at this price movement here, 760 to 840, that gives you gains of about 10.5%. And I understand that might seem like an impressive gain. It really depends on your perspective here on what you consider to be an impressive gain. But what has to be remembered here is the fact that, we have seen a lot of downside activity here. And all that we're really doing at this point is recovering the losses that were generated following that interest rate decision that was, that so many people thought was going to send the stock to the moon and everything like that. So, as things currently stand, we have managed to retrace most of that price move. This recent price spike higher here did really send share prices above the 786 retracement on this shorter term time frame here. And we did also get a weekly close above this area. So ultimately, this would retarget that 852 high. But, in my view, all that we're really doing here is just sort of recovering losses that happened previously. So, this might look like a 10.5% gain, but in my view, this is just treading water at the moment. As I said before, this is like watching paint dry. I do think that this stock is amateur hour, and I do think that it's just another meme stock that is prevalent on this platform. So, as things stand here going forward, as far as upside price targets are concerned, we could zoom out here a bit and get some additional price levels that can be watched. I think I've said previously that this next level of resistance that I've been seeing here on these price charts comes in right around $9.18. You will definitely need to see a break of this 852 area first. I mean, that is really the formidable resistance zone because this was generated by a fundamental event as well. This was sort of the sell the news reaction. Everybody that was buying into the stock expecting, a widely expected interest rate decision to somehow, send prices higher, even though we all knew this information and it was already priced into the stock. We do need to see a break of that area first, obviously. We should see some upside momentum that starts to generate itself if that does occur. On this 4-hour time frame, one other factor that I would note here just before we close out the video would be, the fact that we're starting to see some potential here for this longer term downtrend momentum reading in the relative strength index to start to complete itself. We're not quite there yet. As we can see here, we can sort of move into the price chart here a bit. And we can see that, the uptrend here is starting to threaten this momentum reading. So really what this tells us is that, there has been a significant amount of downside price momentum that has been in place now, going all the way back to the middle of July. So this has been in place now for quite some time. And if we do see a break above here, this will this will sort of invalidate that downtrend momentum reading, and it will suggest then that this specific reading has completed itself and run its course. So overall, we wouldn't really be expecting this specific momentum trend to continue influencing share prices. In the positive direction, on the bottom of the price chart here, we can see that there is a growing uptrend now that has been tested on 3 separate occasions, and there's really no risk near term, of really seeing share prices move in ways that would break through that trend line. That's not to say that it can't happen or that it won't happen, but we're quite a distance away from there at the moment, and it would take a lot of downside price movement in order to invalidate that uptrend in the 4-hour trend momentum reading. So those are good signs here. Ideally, what you would like to see would be a break of this momentum reading to bearish momentum reading. Unfortunately, what that's going to cause here is for share prices to quickly move into overbought territory. From my perspective, if I could choose one event here, I would prefer, and I was long the stock, I would prefer to see the broken momentum trend rather than being concerned about the overbought nature of the indicator reading. That is a problem on its own. It's not a positive thing. But if I had to sort of choose one, I would choose for the momentum to break in the negative direction. So an upward price movement here on balance, I think, would be considered to be a positive. And at the very least, that should allow share prices to retest those old 852 highs. If we do see a break above there, the next level to watch to the top side comes in at $9.18. As this snail of a stock continues to sort of slither along the sidewalk. There was some alliteration for everyone. But yeah, this is still a boring stock that's just sort of, at the moment, we're really just recovering losses rather than, finding reasons to get excited about what would be a 10.5% price movement. This is really just treading water, in my opinion. So this is the current market update for SoFi Technologies, stock ticker SOFI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.